I told y'all that those of you that, well, we don't have any viewers right now. Nobody is watching us. What the heck is up with that? Come on. Where's my viewing people? Oh, it says one watching here, but no. That's not my people. We have one viewer. Hi. What is this? Still says not zero on this one. I don't know. Maybe they're not signed in. But it still would tell me, I don't know, shenanigans. Anyhow, well, hi everybody. I am, you know, if you're a frequent viewer, it's not like you don't know such, but anyway, and this is Stephanie. Yes, this is a cool show tonight because we actually are together in person, and Stephanie is on vacation here at the beach, and so we're like, oh, we could do this together. To work out, she was here. Well, let's work while you're all on vacation. Why not? Of course, it's easy work.
Yeah.
It's
not the writing part. That's the hard part.
It's the hard part. Yeah, exactly. Let's make your brain work too badly tonight. But anyway, oh, now it's caught up. It says we have.
As long as you don't ask me any math questions or something like that.
You know,
that might make
my daughter the other day. We were in the car. She's 8, right? So we're in the car going where we're going. But anyway, she was like, Mom, ask me some math questions. I was like, seriously? You were asking the wrong parent. Because it's not me. You gotta wait till you see Daddy. No. That is not for me. Anyway, we are live from Panera Bread. And so you're going to see random people walking around in the background. Oh, well. And I keep looking out because we're facing the parking lot. So there's lots of traffic right here.
Motorcycle gang going by.
Exactly. We got all kinds of activity going on around us, and we seem distracted because we are. But anyway, it could be worse. I don't know. But yes, we're just sitting here, people watching, talking about. Yes, exactly. This is my second cup. I'm like, woo! So, yes. So Stephanie took an extra long nap this afternoon. So she'll be really like high as a kite, drinking her sweet tea. Right? Exactly. I had a couple of those this past week with reading and.
I'd like to say that's a rarity for me, but
it's normal.
It's not. No, I like taking 3 or 4 hours.
She has 2 kids, just like me, and just like me, she has a boy and a girl. Do they sleep in, or are they night owls too, or are they?
Xander, that's my husband.
Brilliant.
My brother.
That's manifest.
See, I'm my son.
You're young and
he tries to sleep in, but his sister gets him up.
She is from West Virginia.
Downtown where we like to burn couches when our teams
right, there you go.
Football games.
We set cars on fire in North Carolina, so I mean I'm in South Carolina now, but in North Carolina, state, Chapel Hill.
They had to make a law that you couldn't have couches out on your front porch anymore in Morgantown because people like to burn them.
Yeah, well, those mountaineers,
yes.
gotta watch those. Well, I mean, it's good because it brings more. There's a lot of people in your town, though.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big
students, we have about 30,000 and have it doubles during the school year.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's about like here, too. Well, I mean, with tourists, and then when school's in, by my house, it's ridiculous. Like,
yeah, I've been down here in the off season, and I can definitely tell the difference between traffic. And I like coming in the off season a little bit better, but now kids are in school. So I have to come in the summertime.
Yeah, unless you come at Christmas, but then you can't bring the whole family.
Yeah, we came down at Thanksgiving one year too, and had our Thanksgiving dinner at medieval times, and that was nice.
Right, that's the best part about medieval times.
Yeah,
I like their soup. Their soup is
it is really good. Yeah, I like it. It's good too, but the soup is really good.
Chicken is like.
Oh yeah, it's
ginormous.
It's like
a whole breast. Yeah. Well. A breast and a wing and a foot. Yeah. Like, which part of the chicken? Which part of the chicken is it? Let me see. Y'all know Lori, right?
Yeah.
So she has all these chickens. see. Where is this sucker? She's raising chickens now. I have one with my name on it. I'm trying to find a picture. Oh, that's not me in there. Let me see. Let me find my chicken. I'll have to show you. I showed my kids my chicken today, and they're like, I want one with my name on it. Let's see if y'all can see me. Can you see my chicken? There's my chicken. See, it's goldish. Red. It's a red and something. I don't know. She got all kinds of weird
It's
shit.
got my name too.
Yes, so you can have. We can share.
We can share.
Anyway, it's a red chicken. She's got some weird. She's got some, and they have like pom poms on their head. They're black chicken, white pom poms on their head. I'm like, where is the thing? They're called Polish chickens. She's got some that have. She has. Let me see if I can show you the picture of them, because there's also. She named. We had to just go to Facebook, excuse us. So she can see this. She named for Golden. That's Golden, Kim, Donna. We all have chickens. Let's see. But so yeah, if you ever, I mean, there's me, little golden thing, and then there's a golden. He's got a little. I don't know. He's the weirdest. He's a funny looking chicken. He's got like hair sticking out here on the side. It's hilarious, y'all. I eventually maybe Golden will share his. If you're a fan of Golden Cermak, maybe he'll share his chicken at some point. But really, he's a golden chicken. Literally, that's why she named it Golden. Is that's the type of breed of chicken that he is, or rooster that he is. It's a golden. I don't know anything about these things except for what Lori says. But I mean,
I don't know much about chickens.
There's Donovan. Let me see if you can see. Oh yes, over here there's some. You see pom-pom things? They're the funkiest looking chickens. So anyway, this random whatever, you'll have to just Google Polish hens. And you'll see these crazy pom-pom chickens. Hers are black with white pom-pom heads. And, right, you can just, let's clean my house with my chicken. You pick that and dust the world with. They're those, and these are in between stages because some of they're not that old. So, yeah. They'll be a lot worse in the coming days. Anyhow, excuse me. I did forget to say that the live chat is enabled. So if you want to chat on the chat box, ask Stephanie a question or talk about chickens, just whatever. We have the live chat box up. So our one viewer, one person watching us now, if you want to say, hey, we'll be, or yeah, I don't know if it's Donna or somebody else. Donna might have forgot. She usually watches the show every week, but she might have forgotten what's up with that. But anyway, so if you've never read Stephanie before, we have her Amazon author page in the information below. So you can click on that and it'll take you so you can see her stuff. And also lists her, it's like, where's Stephanie? But Stephanie Summers first. And then, right, I got a mazillion daggling, I don't know, anyhow, a ton of social media crap to keep up with. But anyhow, all of Stephanie's stuff, well, it's not hyperlinked because this doesn't have the HTTP, but anyway, her Facebook, Twitter, so we have to edit that mess so we can get it to work right. And, but anyway, you can get to her Amazon author page. Let's go. So we can chat here. So Stephanie writes paranormal romance, and she also has contemporary romance. So we have all kinds of stuff here to choose from. And I think I actually have this one. Yeah, probably because it's like 4 years ago.
Not funny, or that's what I bought you, just because I have
Mm-hmm. I think the ones that I have to give away at home are the new cover, are not new. Yeah.
there was a no. I'm changing the cover.
I might have the in-between ones, which is what I didn't bring with me tonight. I should have. But yes, I think personally I have that first cover. Go. Well, Stephanie's first book is called Craving, and it's a vampire novel, and it's part of the Willow Creek Vampires Series. That was the very first book you ever published. And now she has the whole series done. They might have some more. And I said 4, but there's only 3 because Awakening is on here twice. Paperback and yeah.
Yeah, it's got 3, and then I did spin-off short stories and Bludworth Chronicles. 2 of those.
Sweet. And this, first, second, and then these are the third covers.
No, that one with the blue cover was all of them together. I'm actually pulling it down because I'm kind of redoing the formatting stuff, so I'll take it down in the meantime. But it'll be back up shortly.
Oh, okay. It kind of looks like Robert Patterson.
I get that all the time, and that wasn't what I was going for, but actually that was a pre-made cover, and I was like, that is like perfect for the story, like the whole story. So that's why I went to get that all the time.
Yeah, he looks a lot like. So Donna, if you're looking, if you're listening, you can hardly hear. It's loud here because we're in. I wonder if I should get my iPad out. It's loud because we're here in Panera Bread and it's loud in the background. Can you hear me okay? Donna? Oh, we have 3 people watching now. Look, we're moving on up. Can you hear it? No, now it's down to 3. They quit. Oh, look. To me. Donna, can you hear me? You hear me fine. You just can't hear Stephanie? I have to lean towards it. We have to be really like on top of one another here. Anyway, so Donna, you'll have to check out her series paperback. The dude seriously looks like Robert Patterson. Anyhow, so I may be closer to the mic. Well, that could very well be true because I don't know where it is on this laptop. I don't know where it is, but maybe not. Don't mind that. I'm telling you, tea laced with something around.
It could be. If it's like McDonald's, it has crack in it.
It's flavored. Well, flavored. It kind of, it's not, look, my little wings over here, they can fly away. My hair.
Oh, my hair goes out all over the place, especially when I'm down here in the humidity.
God, it's bad. It's really bad. This humidity, it's well over 100 degrees when it's sticky outside. I took my dress and I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm inside. I shouldn't be, sticky already.
Yeah, I hate that when you get hot.
You don't see Stephanie's hair is purple.
I don't wear it down right now because it gets my whole neck purple, but
sounds like you're in a tunnel sometimes.
I'm not.
Right here beside me. Or mechanical. That's a good storyline for you right there.
That could be.
Right, some dystopian or some alien.
Cyborg kind of.
Now, don't get that all excited because she loves cyborg. She likes reading some cyborg porn.
Hey.
Whatever floats your boat, right? Yeah, I guess I can pull my iPad out and see if it's any better. It didn't. Of course, I'm going to have to send myself the link here.
Oh, I will. I'll tell her you said hi. She's at the hotel.
Mom. Yes. She's muted. Let me see here. I'm going to send this to myself. Well, I'm just going to send it to you. You ignore this. You won't have to worry about it because you're already here. But anyhow, so while we are trying to get our technology to work, look, see, I love cyborg photos. Oh, I guess I have to get connected to the internet here first. I help. Maybe. Maybe. See if I can get to Google from here. I know. Can you refresh? Can you sign on? We might just be stuck. Oh, hey, Drew.
Hi.
Talking quietly. Well, we like quiet stalkers. There's nothing wrong with that. Stephanie's normally pretty quiet.
Yeah, usually. I like to observe.
Yes. Panera. Anywho, so let's talk about Willow Creek really quickly while I'm waiting for this thing to sign in here. Continue to the internet. Done. All right, let's get rid of this mess. That might work. Before we start talking about Willow Creek Vampires. So we have vampires. Join me as I discuss this. Oh, goodness me. Try again. I want to join. Call. Join. I want to join. Oh, now we're going to. Hang on. Okay.
There's me.
All right. Does that help?
Can you hear me now?
We're at Panera Bread. Can you hear us now? Is this a Verizon commercial? How many brands can we name in this thing? Is it loud? It's loud. They're playing music and, you know, the boys working back here. It's not a quiet space. I am talking.
Oh, she probably made me. Hi, Donna. Can you hear me?
Oh, you can't see me.
Hey.
We can see ourselves. She can't see. All right. Well, here. Can you hold this? Yeah. Let me put this up here. Let's rearrange our disk space here. And then maybe, how about now? Well, now you see our disk. I'd be like, ooh. You see us now? Here, I can move a little bit. Just rearrange. Hi. How about now? I mean,
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I think that's when it went sideways. There we go.
We see our whole selves, but it only suits. Maybe we will have to show.
You put it up.
Nice boob shots.
Nice boob shot. Can we like prop it against that maybe?
What about here? I can prop it against my purse. There we go. Maybe. Your voice carries. What do you mean? Do I have an echo? However, we fly. This is like backwards. Picture too. What do you mean my voice carries? funny because we're watching ourselves in the play. Oh, jeez. Hi, I'm going to do the show. You're naturally louder. What? I'm not loud? I guess. Maybe that's where my guy gets it from. All right, this is better. Can you see me now? Maybe a little bit. Like what we see is different from what's in the
Yeah, because we can see like the whole restaurant.
All right. So anyway, we were talking about Stephanie's vampires. So about the same time as another story. Have you published that first story?
Writing? Yeah, the first one was Take Me On, which is the first part of my Rockstar duet. That one I started writing in early 2013, I think. And then I did Craving for NaNoWriMo that year and wrote it in the month, and then took, I don't know, 3 or 4 months to edit it, rewrite, and all that stuff. So it came out first. And then I kind of got on to finishing that trilogy before I went back to the Rockstars.
Mine just had to switch seats. Donna had to switch seats and just use the computer.
That might work.
Chinese power drill. Alright, I can pull this back down.
Switch teas.
Tea. Switch. All right. I'm sorry. Okay, now we have sound. We were just talking about the floor is lava. I had never heard of that.
And I explained the rules.
Yes, may the best pusher win.
Mm-hmm. And if you got on the floor, you got burned up.
I have a shirt with our name. Across my boob shot.
I didn't know what's on
Road.
Yeah.
Can you hear better now? We're going to spend 20 minutes on talking about sound. That's all right. I want to play it with Caleb. That's her 18-year-old, her adult child.
Yeah, that'd be fun. She probably needs she'll lose. That's why she doesn't want to play.
The dogs will get in the fray and they'll be like, no, don't be leaving me out.
Yep.
Exactly. Oh, look, it got dark while we're sitting here. Like 2 seconds ago, the sun was shining.
Broad daylight a minute ago.
Anyway. Oh, good. So she can hear you better now.
Good.
The microphone must be over there. Oh, you're quiet. No. Anyway, my mom's a teacher. That must have taught me projection.
Probably, yeah. Oh, I can be loud if I have to scream at my kids for something, but they hear my mom voice all the time.
Right. I know. It's like, how many times are you gonna scratch your vocal cords? You don't think of your children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on.
That's why nobody ever knows I have them with me at the signing too, though.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
To embarrass me in front of all these people. I will yank you out from underneath that table in a heartbeat.
I will take you outside.
If you ever see Stephanie Authors in the City, Yeah, her kids hide underneath the table.
We're back in the corner.
Yeah,
The
this
first
year I
was in the
forgot.
corner.
I didn't. That was my goof. But the way that I had to put people, I didn't. Anyway, that was my.
It worked out.
That was my mistake.
They still went under the table, so it was good.
Hid under the table in Raleigh this year. So I was like, where are the kids? You bring them?
I don't think they'll be in New York. I'm not sure if I'm bringing them there or not. But
That room was like, swish.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Plus, just getting them there because I'll probably fly and dealing with them and the bags with the books in it. And I think they'll probably stay home for that one. I know, Donna, they were there.
Yeah, they were here hiding underneath the table.
I think they did grab somebody's ankle once, though.
Mine.
No.
I'd have been like, here. You just put their heads up, say hello when I came by the table.
Yeah. They come out to get candy and stuff like that. But I usually buy them like Legos or a new DS game or something, and they're just like in hog heaven.
Yes, so the funny thing is like our last 3 years, Stephanie has signed with us at authors. She's been with us on everything except for New York, the first one. And so she's only been with us since we've had humongous rooms. Well, our square footage in those rooms has been like 10,000 square feet.
I heard the first one in New York was really small.
Yeah, it's the same hotel, same room. So we've had 10,000, anywhere from 9,900 square feet to 11,000 square feet in the last 3 years. Next year will be 4,500 square feet.
Oh my. Y'all need the kids to pay for that one.
Sardines. And we're expecting to shove 500 people in that room, or at least 500-600. I don't know. Quite a bit of people in this little.
I'm not going to bring as many books. I don't think. I think I'm going to have people pre-order because if I flew into another signing and it was awful to take all your books that way on the plane.
Well, we'll probably drive again. Donna will probably drive again, so you can always ship them to one of us and we can bring it up.
Okay.
If it's too much, then we can drive it up there. Or you can ship it to somebody that's coming in, that's there in the city, like Deborah Presley. She'll be coming, and she just lives 2 hours away. So
Okay,
she got to get it on the train. But anyhow, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
See who can bring. There was Liv Morris lived in the city the last time, and she could bring stuff. She lived in Manhattan, so she could just bring it. But yeah, we'll figure it out between us driving and Donna driving.
I may end up driving, but right now I plan on flying because I'm only like 6 hours from New York. I just don't want to drive there and have to find a parking spot.
Yeah, well, you valet at that hotel. You have to valet, and they have it's like $75 a day or something stupid.
Yeah, and it's $200 for me to fly, so I'll probably just do that.
Yeah, it's just as much, so yeah, it's cheaper to fly. Which I would fly too, but we had to bring all the signing stuff.
Right.
And
yeah, it's like $200 for me to fly, or $235 or something like that, and the flight is only like 45 minutes, so that's probably what I'll do.
Yeah. I would, if we didn't have to bring so much crap, then I would, I probably could ship my stuff to Donna, and Donna could bring it all, and then fly up there. If the kids, I don't know if my husband and my kids, we were talking about going for like a whole week. So
yeah, I'm planning on going like Thursday and then coming back Monday, so I'll have a few days to shop.
New York shopping. I didn't get to see it. Well, not the shopping. We went to the Statue of Liberty. We even had tickets to the Empire State Building. We didn't even make it.
I've never been up there. I wanted to do Top of the Rock too, and I've never made it up there. And actually, we were going to go see the Statue of Liberty, my sister and I, when we went, and we were going down to Ground Zero to see it, and our taxi driver was like, just get on the Staten Island ferry because you go right by it and it's free. So that's what we did.
We took the ferry to the statue, walk around in there, and of course I'm scared of heights, so all these stairs and walking up and that thing, and I'm just like, and I'm having to carry Asher with me everywhere because he's like, he's an infant, and he was a year old. I say an infant. He was a year old, so well, not quite a year. He turned a year the month after we were there, and
I get hot too easily, so I'm like, I'll just go buy her on a boat.
It was like death grip. you know, trying to hold on to him and walk all those million stairs. And I mean, I've been there. I just don't really care.
Yeah, I thought the hotel was down that way, down towards.
Yeah, it's right next door. So like you go out the front door from our hotel, you take a right, and there's a cut through street here. Mm-hmm. You cross over that block, and it's ground zero is right there.
Okay.
So literally, it's right next door to the Freedom Pool.
Yeah.
If you're on that side of the hotel, you can just look.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times, but I've not been since the museum opened. So that's something I'm definitely planning on.
That was another thing. It opened like a month after we left, or like 2 or 3 weeks after we left, and I was like, seriously, come on now, but it wasn't done yet. So we went to the store. It was 19 degrees when we went to the Freedom Pools, and
I had a day like that too when I went.
Really?
My sister and I went, and I think the high one day was like 15. I've never been so hot and cold at the same time in my life. Because I layered so much stuff, and then walking around and you get hot, but then like your face and stuff is freezing.
It's crazy. I'm not prepared for New York winter. It's not bad.
Well, I thought I'd be okay, you know, being from the northern part of West Virginia, but no.
And yeah, so I got to thaw out in the gift shop.
Yeah.
And they had moved, you know, they replayed movies and stuff.
Oh yes. Yeah.
In the gift shop.
No, I couldn't get out there without falling my eyes out.
Right. But it was good to thaw out, and I was like, I gotta stay here a little bit longer so I can thaw out, so I can walk across the street.
Yep.
I mean, literally just walk around and then, you know, feet down the. And I thought it was fine, but that morning, because we went that morning instead of that afternoon, and it was just so. And this Southern girl is not. I am not a winter person.
No.
Definitely don't see teen weather here. And
we do it here a good bit, but not as much as they do there. You know, when it gets that cold, because they'll cancel school and just no. I don't go outside on those kind of days.
No, just stay right on in the house. Well, and this time in New York will be in August, so it'll be hot.
Yeah.
I can handle the heat.
I'll be bursting into flames somewhere because I get hot so fast.
I mean, I don't mind the heat, but at least the city gets a breeze, so then it's not as horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be a different smell to the city as well.
There is definitely, yes. Yep.
I was just reading that book that I was telling you about that I'm reading.
Oh yeah.
It's it mentions the summer stench in New York.
So yeah, be prepared to smell heat.
Versus the fall and how it doesn't smell as bad in the fall. But I mean, we're probably in August, but it'll still be hot as places.
Yeah, it'll be
it's not
stinky.
like it's October.
It's not stinky all over the place, but yeah.
I mean, I was in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia, in the summer, like in August, and it was stinky there. So I'm sure New York City will be the same. Manhattan will be the same. Anyhow, so we were talking about vampires. Yeah, totally smart. Chinese cowgirl totally missed it up. So anyhow, what's it like to have a vampire talking in your head?
Crazy.
I don't have to keep do it anymore.
It's crazy. Now I know I sound crazy when I say they talk to me, but they do. And he's been going for a while, but every once in a while he comes back and he told me that he couldn't talk, like he's been put in a curse or something. So that's kind of strange too, because he's a chatty Cathy, and if he can't talk, there's something going down there. So that should be pretty fun to.
More stuff to write.
Yep. I know. I planned it as a trilogy, and the last book has been out, I think, a year and a half ago. So it's been a while, but I get people all the time that'll message me and say, please keep the series going. So I think there's definitely a readership there. So I probably will keep going.
Is it different? There are different rules. I don't know. For the general reader, there are different rules writing romance versus writing paranormal romance. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
You have a lot more leeway in paranormal romance than you do in general contemporary romance.
I prefer writing and paranormal. I like reading contemporary better, like, because I'll go back and read my stuff, and I always go towards my rock star every time I want to reread. But the paranormal is a lot more fun to write because you can just do whatever you want to do.
Whatever in the heck you want to do. Big difference. Well, it's world building, so you can be as creative as you want to be. Right. Whereas with general contemporary fiction, you don't have that leeway. You've got to make it true, as real and.
Yes, and their problem cannot just be fixed with a conversation, because if it is, then people will get mad because they just didn't have the conversation.
There has to be some action.
Yep.
Well, and I mean, I'm sure your paranormal probably has some action too. It's just
a
different type of way of solving things. I mean, even with creatures like that, you can just.
Oh yeah, like in the second book, they've got a ghost that's messing with them, and there's a demon in the third one. She only shows up for just like a few minutes, but you can just throw in whatever you want.
Whatever you want to have in here.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Y'all know that if you watch this show quite frequently that I can't go without mentioning Anita Blake. And she has all those creatures that hang out in her stories as well. Laurel is really good at adding in all kinds of demons, witches, shifters.
I'm just starting a new series now that I'm writing. Well, I've been writing it for a few months now, and it's got a lot more than just vampires in it. The vampire, I think, will probably be some of the main characters, but there's more witches in this one, and there'll be some shifters, but there'll be shifters and stuff in it too, so it'll definitely be kind of a bigger world than what Willow Creek is. So I'm having fun with it so far.
Yay. Yeah, those are fun, because then you get to play.
Yeah, well, I need to too, because I've not had a book out in about a year.
When we're a woman.
I got a bad case of writer's block. Like, I don't know. I would sit down and nothing. I'd have the ideas in my head, but no words would come out, and I'm just now getting past that. So it's been tough, but words are flowing now. So.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Well, and I had that problem, as a reader. I'm having that problem now.
Me too. Because that one was the writer's block. I thought, well, I'll just take some time to read, and but no, I can't even get to any books, and that's finally I'm getting past that too.
It's bad. It's really bad. And I have I alpha read for one of my authors, and I've had this book for 2 weeks. It usually only takes me a week at the most to alpha read her stuff and send all of my notes and my screenshots and all that crap. It usually only takes me a week to go through it. Well, it's the 21st of the month. I think I've had it since the first week. So I've had it pretty much the whole entire month. And she is asking me today, hello, and I'm just like, I don't want to give you, I don't want to go through your book and be like, whatever.
Right.
When I can't. I just can't even get.
I've not been able to get into a lot of stuff, but my friend Beth Michael, she released a new book recently, and I had read. It's a standalone, but I had read the first one, and this one kind of takes place behind the scenes of the first one, and it's a different couple. So I'm like, okay, I really like that first one, so maybe, and I have been, it's been a few days, but I was traveling and stuff, so I'm like, I need to get back to that. So I know the reading funk is passing finally. So.
Yes, that's a plus. How many books I've got to review?
I thought about doing some reviews on my website, and I'm like, I just can't commit to it, because I will sit down and think, okay, I'm going to read this book, and then it takes me 3 or 4 weeks.
It's crazy. Well, I mean, it's I used to read my very first year that we did Authors in the City. I read almost a book a day. I was at 356 at the end of that year, and last year, I only read slightly over 100. So you can see
that's a big drop.
It's my time. I mean, I had 2 kids when I started the blog anyway, so it wasn't but they were. My son was an infant, and he slept a lot, so mommy got to read a lot. Now it's not the case. But then you know, with the agency, the blog is like extremely busy, and thank goodness I have a gazillion, not a gazillion, because I don't nearly have enough reviewers as I need to have. I don't feel like we're as busy as we are, and as accepting for a lot of stuff that we have. We just don't have enough. But the to cover everything, I like to cover. I mean, I guess my people don't read stuff. I have a couple of
most people read a book.
That's right. Well, I do have one speed reader on my team. She reads a lot, but she reads for a lot of blog tours and stuff. You know, stuff that is upcoming, not stuff that is already out.
Yeah.
And you know, we have a ton of requests. We probably get 10 or 20 requests a week for stuff that's already been released.
Yeah.
That my review team, you know, is supposed to be reviewing and stuff, and they have a minimum of 2 a month. But when you get 20 a week for 4 weeks,
you would need a gazillion just to keep up.
Just to keep up with that. It's crazy. Just trying to keep up. So, yeah, it's hard. But I mean, but the agency, like, that's what's really taken a lot of my time, and I'm reading a lot of their stuff. You know, taking time to critique those things, and so that's kind of difficult. And but it's what stinks with this part when you're in that funk that you can't read anything.
You think, okay, today's the day I'm going to just sit down and I'm going to do it, and then it's 11 o'clock at night, and then I think, okay, tomorrow is going to be the day, and then I go through that for like weeks until I finally will sit down and write. But then it might be weeks again before I do it. So.
Okay, so help you out. But I heard, like, somebody had told me before, when they get in that kind of mood, like they'll just sit down and open up a Word document and just type a bunch of gibberish. Not even making sense, but just doing, you know, just type, whatever, not even making sentences, not making words. And then eventually it turns into a word flow where they're actually, and you can just leave all that crap.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give that a shot, because then at least it's working my brain.
Yeah, just maybe see if it'll unblock that little area that's just kind of.
Yeah, because I have plenty of ideas going on. It's just getting them from my head to document. So that I might have to give that a shot.
That's when you need one of those dictation things. Here, dragon, tell this story for me.
Right, I should try that. I've heard a lot of authors that do that, and they say it's just been a life changer because they're able to get everything out faster. And now you almost have to publish. And it's been a year since I've published, and I'm like, what if my readers aren't there anymore? And just start all over. But no, I'm going to keep it under my name.
That's the hard part. Well, and more authors are doing it. They're creating endings for other books for themselves, you know, because they're not.
Yeah, I've seen a lot that will separate their genres out, and I thought about doing that, and I'm like, nah. It's too hard just to keep track of one name and all the social media and the websites and stuff, so I just keep mine under mine.
Well, and paranormal readers will read contemporary, whereas contemporary won't read paranormal.
Right, I was just going to say that. There's not much crossover from contemporary to paranormal, but it does go the other way, I've noticed.
They're not sticky, because it's, you know, it's an easy peasy read, you know. Paranormal readers, they have to use their brain.
Yeah.
And I hate to say this, but really contemporary readers don't use their brain a whole lot when it comes to reading that kind of stuff. It's kind of mind-numbing, you know, not really mind-numbing, but like. But
you can kind of get lost in it without having to really think about, you know, the little details and the world-building part and all that.
Because it can be hard, you know, like trying to envision something that's a whole new world and wrap your head around what's going on.
And then writing it too, you're like, okay, am I describing it in a way that readers are going to be able to pick it up easily, you know? I try not to go overboard with my descriptions, because I know myself as a reader, I start to kind of some of that stuff after a while, so try to keep it minimal, but not so minimal that it's like,
I understand what you're saying.
Right. Right.
Yeah, because it is hard. Like a lot of times will just keep like I want dialogue. I want a lot of I want to read.
Yes, I
want description. I love dialogue. It's like, give it to me. I want to know what they're feeling and they're thinking, but I want them to say it.
I feel like my strength is in the dialogue, because sometimes I'll read books and the dialogue, I'm like, that's not what somebody would say.
Really?
So I try to be more natural in that. But yeah, I would prefer read. I want to gossip.
That's
great.
Yes, that's the key. Somebody's attention, you know, you want to be able to, you know, you don't want them falling asleep on you while you're trying to get to read your book. You want them to be engaged. And how else
I do
engage
have to say, I get a good bit of messages and stuff from people saying, I was up till 3 in the morning reading and I didn't want to put it down. I'm like, yes. I had a book club back in January, and I've had a lot of activity on Craving and the rest of the series since then. And there for a while, I was getting emails like every day from handfuls of people, you know, and to go from only hearing from a reader every once in a while to like daily, it's pretty mind blowing.
Right. Exactly. So it's it can be kind of cool, you know, to be able to just interact with those kind of readers. I had, I tell you, I don't think I mentioned this on social media, but when I was at RT last month in Atlanta, I had a reader that recognized me.
Oh, yes.
I was like,
that's crazy when that happens.
You know, like,
yeah. I know.
You know, like,
I've had,
I know you. I'm like, you know, who are you? You know, thinking in my head. No, this lady, is she an author? And I don't remember who she is. Like,
yeah.
She was like, I follow your blog on Instagram. My picture was like,
It's just so funny. Yeah. I've had people at signings that will be like, can I have a hug? And they're like shaking. I'm like, it's just me.
Right? Exactly. On this pedestal.
Yeah. I'm like, no. I mean, yeah, hug, but no, I'm not somebody to get nervous over.
You know, I mean, it's in that I don't mean to sound like I'm bragging or anything, but you know, I mean, Natasha and Vilma was at our they were at our team.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm like,
yeah.
You know who I am? You know, compared to those two, I'm like with a peon.
Yeah.
You know, blogger here. And, well, and Anna, Anna's addict. She was there as well. And
I've never been to RT. That's one I'd like to go to, but I've never made it there yet.
It's a lot. I've read.
I don't even care if I go like to sign. I just want to
go. Reno next year. You should
go. Oh yeah, that'd be good. You know, I got married in Las Vegas, so I've been kind of itching to go back that way. So
there you go.
That might be a good reason.
May 15th.
I don't have anything going on then. I might have to look into it.
September is when the ticket, when the stuff goes on, so, you know, the registration opens September something. And, you know, it'll sell out in a day, but stuff. I mean, the classes, the workshops and stuff, they're all taught by your peers.
Yeah.
And so it could be helpful. I mean, there was, lots of good workshops. There's lots of easy workshops that I wanted to attend this year, but I couldn't because I was, you know, I went as an agent, and so I was tracking down people, and I'll be going as an agent again next year too. But it was meetings. I had meetings every day. I had a meeting with, you know, different people and tracking down people to talk to them about their services, and so it was just different. It was different. The first year that I went, it was in Vegas.
Yeah.
And
that's what I was going to say. I thought they were in Vegas before.
2 years ago. And then Atlanta this year, and then next year I'll be in Reno. And, you know, it was, I went as an assistant for Misha Elliott in Vegas. And it was a million times different. Like, I didn't get as many connections and all that kind of stuff because I was wearing a different hat then. But Atlanta was awesome, and I'm assuming that Reno will be the same. I'm looking forward to going.
More than likely, it'll be pretty good. Making
more contacts and, you know, being to be a little bit different. My business will be in a different spot between now and but let's hope so. And
lists.
We were just looking at I was looking at my email and there was some, or no, I was looking at, where was, I guess it was an email or
Yeah, I think it was
something,
an email. Something.
and it had like the top 75 Asians on Twitter, and I was like, all right, let's check it out. This list, I guarantee you I won't be on there. I never heard anybody on that list. They are. But they didn't, I don't think any of them cover the romance.
Fine fiction.
Fan fiction. Fan fiction, I feel like. Let's see.
I don't know, but an agent covered fine fiction.
Fine fiction. Yes. We learned a lot about their political views, though, because they had a lot of political tweets, and maybe that's how they got on the
Could be.
The top 75. I don't know. It didn't make any sense. I didn't know who these people were, and their followers were, anywhere from like 10,000 to like 2,000. So it was I don't know how many.
They probably just know the right people.
I reckon it had to be whoever put that list together. They follow those. Let's see. If I put you on my list, will you read my book? Will you sell it for me? Will you sign me to be a theory?
You publish or not publish, but promote,
Yeah, not
but
really
you'll get on there eventually.
Right? Or that top 100 agents in the United States. I want to be on that list.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Gotta sell a lot of stuff. Well, and that comes from, I play on my hair again. Short stick here.
I'm surprised mine's not sticking out more than it is. It usually frizzes way out.
A lot of those authors, a lot of those agents that were on that top 100 list, they were they had lots of 6-figure sales.
Yeah.
I don't have any of those deals yet. But one day, I'm going to have some 6-figure deals.
You will. I have faith in you.
Bring it on, people. So we'll see. We'll see. We're working on it. I mean, it's brand new. It's only a year old. So, I mean, I'm doing fairly well for we have 3 publisher contracts. One is a 3-book deal and two 1-book deals, and then some distribution stuff and audio, some more stuff coming down the pipe. So
it sounds like you're doing pretty good. 9 more contracts coming. So in the next few months, It's just a matter of time, and you'll be on them.
I say 9 more. I mean, there's one that's a 4-book deal.
But that's really good, though, right? Don't they? A lot of times they just want the 1 book. So if you get the multiple books, that's like
Works for me.
that's what I've always thought. So
Right?
Not that I'm an expert.
Right? I think it looks better the more books that you're able to sell in person.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, they really wanted their stuff.
Right, they really saw something about us that they liked.
I just go to you on it all. It's a crazy. It's like a hurry up and wait. They're like they want all the stuff, and then you've got to wait some more. It'll take about 3 months for an editor to respond.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I've never actually, that's what's funny is I've always just self-published. I've never, I think it's because I have a hard time waiting. So I'm like, if I submit something and it's finished, I want to just publish it. So that I've never gotten around to actually submitting anywhere. Not saying I won't, I just haven't.
It's kind of intimidating.
Well, yeah, in the query letter, I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, it's kind of funny because I don't write query letters for my authors. I send an email to the editor and I'm like, here's what it is, here's the shebang, but I don't know if I'm supposed to.
I think that's more for
authors doing it themselves because I'm just like,
well, because a lot of them won't deal directly with an author anyway. I mean, some of them do, but so yeah, I'd say the query is probably more for those situations.
I reckon so, because I don't.
Well, something's working. I got
some stuff going on.
I'd say you're doing good.
Going on. It's a learning curve. I mean, there's still like some terminology that I have like no freaking clue what it means, and I need to Google stuff. Every now and then that fan fiction.
I don't know. Everyone thinks that what they're reading is fine fiction if they like it. So
it's fine with me. I like it. It's fine. I don't know. That's the weirdest thing. What the heck is fine fiction?
I suspect he just made up that term.
He might have. I'll just artistic romance. I don't want to worry about it.
There you go.
My attorney did ask me the other day if I would take something outside of romance. I was like, well, I mean, if it has romantic elements in it, but
Yeah.
I'm not, I could care less about nonfiction. It puts me to sleep.
Fiction I read is, sometimes I'll read something that's writing related or, but usually no.
Yes, I get bored to hear some. I'm just like,
I don't read like memoirs or, autobiographies or any of that stuff. Because I'm like, I can barely keep track of my life.
how do you write that about yourself?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I read more like a date book than it would anything else.
Yeah. I'm sick with romance.
She grew up. She had kids. She got married.
Right.
She died.
Pretty much mine, she wrote some books. Yeah. Yes.
No immediate foreshadowing.
No, let's hope not. Oh, I'm telling you, when I was flying down here Sunday, it was thundering and lightning the whole entire way. I have a video out my plane window of lightning, and I'm like, please don't strike this tuna can in the sky, because I'm in it and I'm not ready to go yet. It is, but. Mm-hmm.
I never really, like, when I was younger, it never bothered me to see that, but now, like, maybe it changes as we get to be parents.
Maybe, because you're more aware of your mortality, maybe.
But like, as a college student, when I would fly, and I fly by myself, a lot of lightning on my face. You don't think about, oh, hey, I'm in a metal contraption.
Right, a big tube, big metal tube.
Attracted to lightning. And hello, but
yeah,
maybe you can't really say they're grounded because
right.
So, it's not a trash, but
well, our flight was delayed, and then we finally get out there on the runway, and this huge storm and downpour just came right over top of us. And I'm like, great, we're going to be sitting here for another hour, but we got out of there maybe 10 minutes, but then it was like raining and like, please I just want to go on vacation. Just get me there in one piece. Flooding up my way when we fly back because of that tropical storm that's coming up from the Gulf. So I'm like, great. And now, yeah, it's supposed to flood up there around like Saturday, I'm thinking. So I'm hoping it's out of there by the time I fly home. Otherwise, I'll be stuck in the airport. Or I'll just call you and be like, hey, I'm stuck.
You can hang out at your house. Just be me and my little man. Well, eventually, my husband is going on his golf trip and my daughter's going out too. So it'll just be me and the little man. We'll be hanging out. Y'all can come hang out with us.
It should be okay, but
we'll be, whatever time he gets back from late. I'm not late evening, but late afternoon.
Yeah.
Depends on what time their tea time is on Sunday.
Yeah.
But anyhow, it's 9 o'clock.
Not about fast.
It is. I mean, we can hang out a little bit more if you want. But
I'm good either way. I got nothing going on. I'll probably go back to Ole when I go back to my hotel. We're onto the beach because my daughter pulled a starfish out of the water today and brought it up to me, and I'm like, you're gonna kill it. And it's still alive. So I think we're going to take it back down to the ocean. So we have a saltwater aquarium at home, and so she's like obsessed with that kind of stuff. Put it back.
That's why you can't get a thing, put some holes in it, put some ocean water in it, and put a hole at the top, and throw it in there.
Put it in my aquarium at home. Yeah, we have some Nemo fish. That's about all we have. I know we've got one other fish that's not clownfish, but that's pretty much all we've got right now.
My best friend has huge. Well, she used to have a 90-gallon tank, and then she
See,
cut
that's
it down.
what I want, but I don't have time to take care of it.
Yeah, that thing was atrocious. She has like a 30-gallon tank, and she had a 90-gallon tank. So she cut down. She had them both going at the same time, and then she got rid of the 90-gallon tank.
Yeah.
Fish, because they can't all go in the same tank.
Right. Yeah, I've got a 50 or 55 gallon, and it's enough. So that works.
She has a ton of fish. And yeah, she's like, snails they don't always get the thing.
Oh yeah.
She has some, what else? I don't know. She's got several algae eaters, but she still has to clean that thing out. And I can't imagine pulling all that crap out. And fish.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
She's got several that'll hide under the rocks.
I used to have coral in mine, but because of the lights, you have to have the lights on for coral, and then the algae gets so overgrown. So I got rid of the coral because I figured, well, then I don't have to turn the lights on as much because the fish are fine whether it's got lights on or not. So I don't have as much of an
algae in the ocean, right? So they don't. If they're not top feeders, then
yeah, and
they don't really care.
So yeah. I'd like to have a bigger one, but only if, like, you know, I was making millions of dollars and I could just pay someone else to take care of it, so I could just look at the nice fish.
I know. I keep telling her she ought to hire somebody to do that for her because there's a guy here at the beach that does all these saltwater tanks and like the restaurants and stuff here at the beach. Same guy, all the beach.
Oh, well, he's
busy
making some big bucks then, hopefully.
Yeah, because I guess he does hotels and stuff too that have stuff. But
I know that one, the giant crab buffet, they've got a lot of saltwater fish there. That's why my kids like going there. Well, that and the big giant crab outside. They're like, we want to go see the crab.
Yeah, well, then right next door to that, the original Benjamins, they've got stuff like that. They've got more than a couple of tanks of fish in their restaurant too. Yeah. So I'm sure he does all of that. I just can imagine taking care of all this fish and then cleaning all that crap out.
Yeah. Always felt like I was like covered in algae or something when I would do maintenance in there. On just one.
Slick and slimy.
Yeah. Yeah. One is enough for me. And that's too much sometimes.
Yeah. A lot going on in there. Well, she has I don't even know what kind of fish she has in there anymore. Like she used to have some kind of shrimp, and she used to have.
Yeah, I had hermit crabs in mine.
Some puffer fish and some, I don't know. She had a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what she's got anymore.
I think it's expensive too, because of course the saltwater fish aren't like just going and paying 50 cents for a goldfish. You know, they're like. Exactly. The cheaper ones are like, yeah, sometimes. Now the clownfish are around $20 a piece, so they're not too bad, and they don't die very easily. That's another thing. I've spent, $50, $60 on the fish, and then it only lasted a few weeks, and I'm like, no. Yeah.
One side of the tank this food, and the other side got this food. I'm just like,
yeah, and some of them you have to spot feed where you like big, looks like one of those plastic worms that you have to stick down in there by it, like the anemones. You have to do that. Because anymore, I just have clownfish. They'll eat flake food. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yes, and I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. A diabetic cat at that I have to take care of. So.
Like a third kid.
Yeah.
So. Oh well.
That's life, though. Well, our diabetic cat we've had for 11 years now, I think. And we had him before we had the kids. And we got him when he was like 3 or 4 months old. And he's been diabetic for, I think, 4 years now. And then he got really super sick a few weeks ago, which also coincided with getting a possum in my house. If that's going to go in a book too, because that's kind of funny looking back on. It wasn't very funny at the time, but it wasn't full grown, but it wasn't really a baby either. But that's why I saw it, because when my cat came home from being at the vet's office for a couple of days, he had ketoacidosis. Didn't even know cats got it, but they do, from the diabetes. And he was only eating wet cat food, and I heard like this crunching, and I thought, I'm going to see if that's Bob. That's my cat's name. His name's Bob. I thought, I'm going to go see if he's finally eating the dry food, you know, because we were thinking we're just going to have to switch him to the wet food, which is what we ended up doing. And I looked, because like the cat food's in the dining room right here, and then my bedroom's here. And I looked, and I thought, what on earth is that looking at me? And this was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, yes. And I was, yes, it was like looking at me, and I was looking at it, and about the time I thought I was going to pour crap down my leg, it decided it was going to go under my microwave cart, and I slammed the door, and I got up on my office chair, like all the way up on it. It's gonna get you. You shut the door. Yes. Well, but we have this. Okay, our door had like this vent in it when we moved in. I don't know what it was even for, but we took it out so the cats could come back and forth. So
doggy door.
I do, but the dogs don't use it. And my husband has these big comic book boxes that are like real long, and I put those in front of there.
You didn't wake him up and be like,
no, he was at work. I was just there by myself with the kids, and I was ready. That's what happened. I called him, and I'm like, if I can't get a hold of him, I'm just going to go to my mom's. And then I'm thinking, but I have to go past where the possum is to get the kids and the keys to my car.
Oh, geez. They can be, I mean, they seem to be pretty docile, but once you get near them,
yeah, but they hit that too. Yeah, this one didn't. But so I did end up staying at my mom's. I went to her house that morning because we couldn't find it by the time my husband got home, and we have a beagle. Maybe if we put Jackson there, he'll sniff it out, but he's not allowed in there usually because he goes after the cat box. So he's looking at, you don't usually let me in there. I'm not going to go in there. Right, so he didn't find it, and then it came.
The cat didn't start hissing at it.
You would think, well, see, they both stopped eating the dry cat food because I think they could smell it, and then I think that's what made my diabetic cat sick because he wasn't eating, but he was still getting his insulin. And so $500 later, my cat's back and the possum is gone. Yeah, that cut into my beach fund. I had to take it out of the vacation fund. Yeah. But I'm still here, so it's all good. But that's going to go into a book for sure. Because how could you have a possum in your house and then not put that in the book? Because it'll be perfect because she can call her knight in shining armor to come and take care of it.
She can do things. That is a must. And to have a magical wizard or somebody to come get rid of that sucker.
Get the possum out of here.
We had and when I was in college, I had a bat fly into my room.
We had bats
my dorm room
when I was a kid.
And my roommate screamed bloody murder. I'm like, it can't hear you, fool. You know, like, what is wrong with you? You know, and then she opened the door so this blessed thing can fly in the hallway. And I'm like, you're an idiot. Give me the freaking broom and
knock it out the window.
Like, you're the one that opened it. I mean, literally, my bed was beside the window. So you think it'd be me freaking out, right?
Yeah.
No, it's the girl on the other side of the room. And if she's watching this, she's going to be like,
how did you do that? How
right?
Did you do
exactly.
That
I'm like, quit screaming. It's the bat. It can't hear you. You know, and your scream, though it's loud, it doesn't have enough vibration for it to come. You know, I mean, like, you're not sending out sonar here. I don't know, whatever it is that they, you know, how they do their little thing. Yeah. So we finally, I got a broom and hit that sucker back out. But yeah, that was, literally, you'd think somebody was killing her because she, it's a bad for
because that happened to us when I was a kid. We got, I think 2 different times we got a bat. Since I was like 7 or 8, so I was freaking out big time. But I have to say, I'd probably freak out now if that happened too. So,
I mean, they are rabid, so yes, I mean they can be.
They can be,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's concerning that really it's bad. They can't hear you, so it's like you just have the upper hand because you can't hear. You just.
I will have to put on Facebook between the time that I knew my husband was coming home and when he got there, I was like, I have to do something to distract myself because I could hear it still eating the cat food and then come back out. And so I Snapchatted my friend and I did one of those stupid filters. I'm like, I really should put those on my Facebook page because they're pretty fun.
We have team Snapchats. Team Snapchat sent us a couple of snaps tonight. So
Oh yeah, I had something
snaps from Snapchat.
Yeah, I got a. Yep, team Snapchat.
Things up. What in the world? It's after Father's Day, it's after graduation, it's after Mother's Day.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Summer solstice?
Probably. That was the first day of summer today, right?
It's the long day of the year, right?
Yeah. And it's completely dark outside now.
Yeah. Where did daylight go? Well, it's after 9 o'clock.
True. They're probably going to kick us out of here soon.
These people will never leave.
I think they're only open until what, 9:30 or something?
I don't know. I'm in trouble. There's other people in here eating still.
Oh, we're good.
This poor lady sitting beside me over here. She's training. She's learning. She's been here all night too. Yeah, we've been hanging out together. You and your tea.
Yeah, my tea's good.
I have. You
you
have to catch up.
Yeah.
Catch up. But anyhow, so we totally just talked about everything tonight except for books. With the exception of the vampire.
I write vampires and rock stars. There you go.
Exactly. What extreme?
And eventually there'll probably be a vampire rock star somewhere along the way.
I can cross over. Hey, if you're gonna live to be a gazillion million years old, you might as well do something to entertain yourself.
Right.
You have plenty of years to practice your.
Well, yeah, and if you're a vampire, you could just glamour your way to the top. Just convince people to give you a record deal and make you a big star.
If they're not strong enough mentally to block it out. Mm-hmm. I always wonder about those things. If they were really weird, if they were really real, would I be able to block out the glamour?
I don't know if I could or not. I've been binge watching True Blood again. I'm up to the 5th season. I really miss Eric Northman. I wish he'd come back. They should have done a spinoff with him. So no, if it was like an Eric Northman kind of vampire. Oh, you did?
She sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'd like to meet her. She's one of my favorites.
So nice. I mean, I say that like I spent 2 seconds in a woman's presence, right? So I grabbed, before the signing started, I went by her table and I grabbed, she only had like 6 paperbacks of Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
It was the only Southern Vampire Series book she had on her table.
Oh my.
It was like 6 paperbacks.
That's it.
That was it. And the rest of them were that midnight crap. Whatever. Her mystery, myth, and I mean, I say it's crap. I'm sure whatever she wrote out of it.
Yeah, but I'm about the Southern vampires. Yeah.
And so I went and got one before it could, and then so I got her table when she got there to get it signed. And then she was like, hi, how are you? We got our picture taken, blah, blah, blah. And then I had to go back because Kim Tatum, her cousin, she wanted to give her cousin, she's like a huge Charlene Harris fan, and so she wanted to give her book. She was like, she has the Sookie Stackhouse ones, she wants that, and I'm like, yeah, that's going. And so we got her one of the Midnight Texas books, and so I had her sign it, and her nickname is Sookie.
Oh, okay.
And so Charlene was like, it's been a while since I've written this name. So
fangirl
need to bring
moment
them
there.
back. You know, does she and Sam have some little, and do they have, you know, are they telepathic shifters?
Are they both? Yeah. Or are they neither? They could be neither. They could just be normal.
Do they get the recessive null?
Yeah.
You know, like completely nil?
Yeah, I think
you
there's
have
some
one of each,
there.
like Jason and her, like her brother is completely void of any supernatural stuff, and then she gets the gift of,
because she's a fairy. Well, in the books,
wasn't
he was a fairy too, wasn't he, though? But he just didn't have any of the, maybe not. I thought that there was something in the books about that's why so many women were like attracted to him.
His daddy, he just didn't have the daddy was a fairy.
Yeah.
And so he had like the special fairy blood, but he didn't have any of the gifts that came with it. She was telepathic, and she got that from her demon
That's right.
godfather.
Yes, that's right.
Who gave her that?
The Cleveland door.
Yes, that thing, whatever it is that saved.
Yes.
Well, we won't tell you if you haven't read.
We don't want to spoil. But that's way, way into the series.
Book 12.
Yeah.
13. Yeah. Before she uses that.
I'm gonna have to go back and read those. Maybe that'll pull me out of my funk. It's been a while.
Yes, usually when I get in one of those, I'll read the Anita Blake books, but I haven't gone back to read. I should. The last two, I don't know if you've read those. The last two in the series, I was just kind of like.
I think I might have read maybe the first couple, but that's been
eons ago.
Even before I started writing. It was a long time ago.
There's 25 books in the Anita Blake series. 25, maybe there's more than that. And there's 19 of them in her Mary Gentry series, and that's about to say. And I love those. And I read those like 3 or 4 times a week. Both sets. But
did you read the Shade of Vampires? Have you read those?
Mm-hmm.
I read the first few, but I started reading them way after they started coming out, and I think they're up to like, I don't know, 30 something. And I find it overwhelming, so I haven't gone back.
I started reading Chicagoland Vampires by Chloe Neal. I don't know if you've heard those, but I got book 6, and after that I was like,
I don't know, even if I really like the characters, it's like, and I think that's why I'm hesitant to go forward with Willow Creek too much, because I feel like as a new reader coming in, people are like, 30 books. I'm never going to get through that. Yeah.
Like, you know, Under Claire. Mm-hmm. She's got a million spin-offs of the Clockwork, and it's like,
I find it overwhelming.
But I don't know, you know, I was in a takeover yesterday in a group, and I asked, you know, if you had a movie, what book series, whatever, and somebody was like, one of the spin-offs of the Shadow Hunters, which is what's it called? Something Clockwork. But anyway, but she has one of those spin-off series from that, and they were talking, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Let's just watch the show first.
Yeah.
It didn't do great as a movie, but the show is doing quite well.
Yeah, I watched the first couple episodes of that, and then I kind of got sidetracked, but that's when I need to go back and finish watching what's been out. Every once in a while, I'll have 10 different shows I'm trying to keep up with, and I just can't do it. So something ends up getting dropped out, and then I'll binge watch it later. So I have to do that. I love binge watching TV shows.
When my kids go to school this fall,
I just finished binge watching Sons of Anarchy for 5th or 6th time. I love it.
I've never seen it.
Oh, I just won't say anything, because if you ever decide to watch it, I don't want to spoil even one bit of it.
I'm a big Charlie Hunnam fan, so even that I actually know that he's in Son of Anarchy, which is kind of strange, but I guess because that's why he didn't do Christian Grey, because he was too busy with Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, I think they were filming last season of Sons of Anarchy or something.
He said he couldn't, because I like Jamie Dornan, so you know, I think that all worked out. I couldn't see Charlie Hunnam as Christian Grey.
No,
I mean maybe he would have.
I'm sure he would have done. He would have done fine with her, but yeah, no. He's Jax Teller to me. So
it's hard to get out of those roles when they play him for so long.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you ever watch The Young and the Restless, the man that plays Victor? I don't even know what his name is, but people always, I don't care if I see him or anything else, he'll always be Victor.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, which is Victor.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You get it in your head, and that's just who they are. And I'll have characters that I'll see on a show that I hated, and then I'll see them in a movie or something later. I'm like, I don't like them. My husband's like, you haven't even given it a chance. I'm like, I don't like them.
Well, it's, you know, like Tom Cruise. He's been in so many movies. I mean, you know, I quote Jerry Maguire all the time. But, I mean, I've seen almost every single one of his movies.
Yeah.
Jerry Maguire is the most quoted movie that I have for him. I don't do, like, I love Mission Impossible.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any quotes from there. I don't have any quotes from the racy one. What his eyes wide open.
Eyes wide shut.
I don't have anything from that one either. But Jerry Maguire,
No stat quotes.
Yes, and no stat quotes. How can I not have stat quotes? And, you know, I mean, but
I'm so excited for that TV show because they're turning all the Vampire Chronicles into a TV show.
Yeah.
And it probably won't be out for another year or two, or God only knows when. But I'm like,
great. That's another one. Anne Rice.
Yes.
Anne Rice. I haven't read any of her stuff, but
I've read
the one interview with me.
Yeah, that was the first grown-up book that I ever read, and I was like, it was around the time the movie came out, so I was probably 11 or 12, which is really kind of young to be reading that, but I did.
I read Bradford's Place at the Whistle Stop Cafe at the same age, so there's murder. There's rape. There's murder.
Yes.
Vandalism.
Yes. Yeah.
Sex.
Yep.
So I read it when I was 11. I don't know that I mean, I knew what I was reading. But
I know, and I look back and I'm like, did I really truly understand what was going on?
Right.
Or did I just read it because I like, you know, the movie? Because my parents were pretty lenient about like stuff we watched. They didn't shelter us too much with that, but because I saw Interview with the Vampire in the movie theater, I had to have my sister take me because it was rated R. But I went, and I liked it, and I hope that the TV show is really good. Anne Rice replied to something. She had some status on Facebook one time, and I commented on it, and she replied to me, and I'm like, oh my God, Anne Rice, she's my friend now.
Yeah, I had that same reaction when Colleen Hoover replied to one of her made a comment on that. Whoa.
It's big time now.
Well, I mean, I've met Charlene, and I've met Erica, you know, E.L. James. I've met her twice at RT. And
she seems really nice. I've seen a lot of people post pictures of her. She seems really nice.
She was irritated this year. She would just drink with her friends at the bar, and, you know, people kept coming up to her and sign books and stuff. And, you know, I'm sure she was frustrated with it.
I'm sure, yeah.
You can't be E.L. James and not expect for somebody to be
true.
all up in your grill.
She should have been on like a disguise or something. You know, hat and glasses. Put a big beard on or something.
I met Jody Ellen Malthus this year too at RT, and every time I turned around, we was in the same spot together. It was almost funny. We were even in the bathroom at the same time.
She probably thought you were stalking, right?
She was behind me though. I was in there first.
Okay, so see, maybe she was stalking you.
I did. Sing together, and we were talking, and I was asking her about her parents. You know, it's like, can you tell that your readers stalk you? I knew that your parents were in Atlanta. You know, and I'm like, did you leave the boys at home? She was like, yes, they could not come across the.
She's probably thinking, why is she asking me this?
Well, she ought to know. You'll put all that crap out there. But I was like, I saw the picture of your parents. They were in a convertible. And they were driving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first of all, how do your parents drive in America? Because it's the wrong side of the road.
Yes.
And they had a convertible, and they were enjoying their time. And then she was talking about her dad should be on the cover of a motorcycle book. And I was like, there you go, the Silver Fox.
Yeah.
On the cover.
Yeah, I've noticed a good bit of Silver Fox kind of romances recently. I think that's a.
I said, your daddy could totally be down with that.
Yeah.
You need to have a. I said, Furious Photog is here. You should get Golden and take
a
picture while we're here. It's Reardon, so, you know, tour with,
Yeah.
with Dad. I don't know what her dad's name is, but anyway, I don't stalk her that much, but I did notice. Oh, I mean, we were chit-chatting. I was in the bathroom about her dad being the cover model for I didn't see romance. So,
I don't have a lot of personal stuff on my author page, but I've thought about, starting to share a little bit more about that because I think that's really what engages readers more than just random funny things. That's usually what I post. Yes. See, I didn't even put that on there. I should. I put it on my regular Facebook
you can
page.
share this and say, hey, scroll through about 9 something.
Yeah, hear my possum story.
If you don't have possums near you or know what a possum is,
I'll post a picture
they're
of it.
like little itty bitty
They got a long
looking things.
rat-looking tail. And everybody.
Around that.
Yes.
They have stripes on their body and they have a white face. Their nose is pointing.
And everyone was like, you better hope they didn't have babies. And I'm like, you know what? If it's a possum and it had babies, they would have been with it because they usually cling to them.
Together.
I think they have a pouch too when they're really little and they go down in the pouch, but they usually ride on their back. I hope to never.
Roadkill.
Yeah, when I saw a possum roadkill after that, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
No.
And I live in the city. It's not like I'm out some holler somewhere.
Out in the middle of nowhere, west side of Virginia.
Out by the creek somewhere down the holler. No, I live in Morgantown and had a possum in my house. Only me.
Well, one of my authors the other day, she sent me a picture I'll have to show you before we leave. She had a gecko in her house.
Oh my.
And my hair keeps falling down my hand. I can't find it, but it keeps tickling my hand. Anyway, she had a gecko in her house. She moved her curtain. They have those long curtains, and so it drags the floor in her house. Well, she moved the curtain, and there was a gecko, and it had 2 babies. Eggs.
Oh,
it had eggs. It had laid eggs right there. And she was like, I screamed, let him murder. I was like, it's cute. It's a gecko. It's just a lizard. It can't hurt you.
My sister had a frog in her house long ago. Frogs. Yeah.
Because it can pee on you?
Don't know. She said she knows that it's irrational, but she can't help it.
You can tell.
Yeah, this was like a little tiny tree frog that was in her house. I said, well, my possum beats your tree frog.
I don't like spiders.
No. We went to
spiders that jump.
Yeah, we went to Joe's Crab Shack last night down at Broadway at the beach, and we sat outside so we could see the fireworks. And my niece is terrified of bugs altogether, and she looked up and there was this big spider web up in the lights, and there were 2 big spiders, and I'm like, just don't come down here and get in my hair. Just stay up there. But they did. They stayed in the web. Oh yeah. Yeah, we have those back at home too. They'll jump at you.
Oh wait, you in my territory. Look, I don't squash you like a bug. Get you under my toe.
I killed a
well, not me. My husband will squash you like a bug.
Yeah, I killed a big hairy spider on my ceiling not too long ago. I sprayed it with bug spray so it fell, and then I knocked it with my shoe. I'm sure it looked bigger in my mind than what it actually was. But I don't like it.
We still have 2 people hanging on.
Hi.
Faithful. They might be Drew and Deborah. I mean, Deborah. Drew and Donna the whole time. Anyhow, well, it's 9:30.
Yeah, we probably should.
If you want to get in the pool before midnight,
yeah, I think it closes at 11, so I'll have a little bit of time. Because my hotel's, I think it took 10 minutes. Yeah, I think it took 10 minutes to get here.
Not far. She's not far from here, which is why we chose this location.
Yep.
It's not far from my house either, but a little bit longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah, this one I think you said it was 5 miles down the road from my hotel, so it's not too far.
Not too far. Anyhow, well, again, Stephanie's information is on the top. Not to be
Stephanie
confused.
#1
Right.
this time.
Not to be confused with the Stephanie information on the bottom with all the long details. You know, the ham here with a million places, social media places, and websites. Right. What's just because we have
That's
the
why I
agency
don't want a
stuff
pen
on
name
there.
because I just want to deal with what I've got.
It's on the top. She's topping on the bottom. And yeah, throw something. Maybe. Throw that away with your next book too.
You never know.
Anyhow, so her Amazon author page is connected there, so you can check out her vampires and her rockers, and eventually maybe her vampire rockers.
Someday, if I can ever get past the writer's block.
Hopefully soon it'll come out and you'll be like,
Yeah, I haven't released
stop.
anything this year. Like last year, I had two novels, but I usually try to do like a short story or something. I haven't even done that, so I need to get the let out, get something out there.
Gotta get from that block. That's the hardest part. Like,
I know once I get past that, I'll be fine. I think I wrote like 6 books within like 2 years, and I think that was just. I need to pace myself.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to, because otherwise you will lose it, and then you gotta be able to get it.
Yeah, I think the book bug has helped me kind of keep some of my readers. And
It's too short to be,
to go. I know.
Annoying, and then it creates like this little bubble thing over here.
Well, I just get like sprizzies that just stick out like that.
Oh yeah, when you see all this little baby hair right here, it's like my little prim baby hair. All right, people, it's after 9:30. I guess we'll say sayonara.
I have to go. I'm gonna go hit the pool or the beach. I don't know, one or the other.
Yeah, I get to do great. Or both.
Maybe both.
I get to go home and do blog posts for tomorrow.
I'm gonna go to Medieval Times tomorrow, I think.
That's right across from my church.
I think you told me that before. I'm excited.
I
My
love
kids always
Medieval
love it.
Times.
My kids always love it.
It's thank you, Donna. Yeah, I love the soup. The soup is really good. I mean, their food is good too. But I like the soup.
It's tomato bisque, I think.
Yeah,
I like tomato, but it's really good.
It's like the only place I'll eat that soup.
Yeah, I went to another one down here. I think it was the pirate one. And they had like and I didn't like it. I usually like potato soup, but I was.
It's weird to put like fish.
Yeah. The tomato soup's good.
Medieval Times. Good food. Yeah. How many name brands could we name?
Yeah, see, they should send us something free here. If you're out there, Medieval Times, I'm coming tomorrow. So give me a free ticket.
Free alcohol, free
Something.
stuff from the shop.
It's a souvenir now.
That's expensive too.
Yeah, it is. This time I'm like, we don't have room in our suitcases, so we're not getting any of that stuff.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Charlie. There's people walking around looking at us like, hello.
Time to go.
How did you get out of here sometime today? Yes.
Here we go.
We're going to say bye.
Bye.